Hi, Scrubs. I hope you're well.
Hi, it's me.
So I am joined by April Oakfall, and we're going to be doing some training here on Unicorn Forest.
Yeah.
And my horse is level 12 and yours is level 2, so this is going to be interesting.
It's going to be very interesting. Yeah, indeed.
And I'm hoping I don't forget my actual controls. Right, we're going to follow your training route.
My training
So
route,
I'm
yes.
going to let you lead the way.
Yes, we're going to lead the way this way.
Yeah.
Moreland. Woohoo.
Okay.
Let's go.
I don't know particularly what went well. I would like to get this horse to level 13, but we'll just see how that goes.
I'd like to get mine to not terrible.
Yes, I can understand that. See.
I start with tan. Oh, I hit my mic there. I didn't mean to go.
I actually the other day tried to do this and then forgot that I did it and then went back to collect and realized I was going to end up doing the camera thing, which I hate doing because I remember having to do that such a long time ago for rap. It was a nightmare.
I once tried that whole thing where you train first, like on a level 15 horse, and then you go around and collect on like a lower horse. And my game crashed after I'd like finished like 20 of the races, and so I lost all of them. I had to do it all again.
I have been doing that as well. And there has been occasions where what I would do, but this is I don't know why, but I feel like this is even worse, is I would go along with a level 15, do a bunch of races, and then go, oh, I forgot to collect those, and go back and collect them a level 15 horse.
I see. Or when you do quests, and you're like, I can't be bothered to change horse right now.
Yeah.
To get the XP. Oh, I missed the race there. Oh, in daily.
You should have just floated up onto the fence there for me.
My horse had enough of playing on the ground. They decided it was floor of lava.
You see, whenever I originally saw that buckskin, I was like,
this one?
I don't really like it that much, yeah. But
is this buckskin?
I've seen, yeah, the buckskin. And I've seen it so many times since now with people that I'm like, actually, I really like that horse. It's actually really cute, but I do not need another one. Yeah.
It's actually the main reason I literally bought this horse straight because of my new series, like the whole trailer and everything. I literally bought a new horse for it just for that.
Yeah.
It was a waste of stuff going to be after me, but it's actually like really, the horse is really growing on me. I don't know, it's just, there's something, the simplicity, like normalness about the Jorvik warm blood model, which I really like.
Yeah.
Like, it's not too obviously a breed, if that makes sense. It's just...
Yeah, they're kind of ambiguous in that way, they're kind of nice.
Yeah, I'm falling behind you so massively right now.
I'm okay, I'll probably just run into a rock at some point, it'll be absolutely fine.
I might need to shut my window, because I forgot I live next to an airport, so...
That would be very tiresome, wouldn't it? Like,
what?
Especially like night flights.
Hearing a massive meow
as you're trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I've been near airports before, like at times like that. And you're just like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We don't need any flights here. Oh wait, you're doing that race. I'll go over that race.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize where you'd gone. I was not.
No, I did not know which race you were doing next, so I just guessed.
It's just Moreland. It's just Moreland in general. Doing general Moreland.
Yeah.
Just Moreland.
Have you any of the Alcatekis?
Yeah, I have one. I really liked the Dapple Grey when it came out, but now it's old. I don't really want it anymore.
You see, whenever I think I did see one of the spoilers that somebody had done, and I was like, ooh, Dapple Grey. I was like, okay, I want that. And then I saw, whenever Star Stable did the picture, and I saw this Parlino, and I was like, oh, okay, that's nice too. And funnily, I actually didn't like the city one. But then when the city came out, I did like it, so I ended up with 3, which I didn't intend to originally.
What do you think of the, like, all the spoiler accounts? Do you find them, like, annoying as such? Or do you find them, like, interesting?
I would say that I have not been hyped for horses like I used to be hyped for horses since those have become a thing.
Yeah.
They've kind of really destroyed any kind of, like, not knowing and then just the general hype. Because I remember the one breed that I should have been, like, more hyped for than anything else was the Connemara's, and those are the first ones that ever got
I think everyone
spoiled.
was extremely hyped for those ones. They were
I wasn't hyped at all.
They were like the first. Well, I think everyone seemed really extremely hyped because of the new animations. That's why.
Yeah. But for me, they were the first ones I believe got spoiled. I remember being like, I'm pretty sure it was them, and I remember just being like, why am I not hyped for these? I should be super excited, and I wasn't. Which was, I felt like it was unlike me. There was a stage where I went through and I got really annoyed where I would intentionally try and avoid the spoilers, and then it got to the point where they became impossible to avoid. So I just kind of decided to give up on that. I was like, if I see them, I see them. If I don't, I don't.
I remember back in the day. I sound so old. Oh, back in the day, I remember.
Back in the days.
Sounds so old. We're going to Silvergate now.
Your horse is doing the lawnmower movement. This is fabulous.
Whee!
This is awesome.
Hoover. But I remember back in the day, ages ago, when the Shires came out, the simple trailer of just the massive like feathered hooves jumping into the screen. I remember being super hyped for that, and the Trackener as well. When the trailer for the Trackener came out, not Trackener.
Yeah.
Was it the Trackener? No, it was the Trackener. That was quite a while ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah, it probably would be quite a while ago actually.
Before all the spoilers. I remember the huge spoilers about the Clydesdales, which was kind of a bum, but you know.
But yeah, no, I think some things have got spoiled to the point where you kind of just, you're over it.
Yeah.
I don't think it happens to everybody. I think some people are just excited regardless. But for me, there's
some
just
people.
cases where
Some people like to see the spoilers early because they like to know what's coming, so they can get excited about it and stuff. Like I saw a video, a really crazy video. I don't know if you can cut this out if needs be, but I saw a really crazy video of some like Star Stable adding in jumping animations, like your character can jump.
Yeah.
Like I saw so many spoilers for that, and I just thought because that's quite a big feature, and I think it steals Star Stable's thunder a lot. Which I feel like it's like their thing, you know. It should be them to announce it, not someone else, which I find is really unfair. Like some things, I get people so excited about, but some things are just unnecessarily spoiled. If that makes sense.
I mean, like Horse started to do like a beta tester server. It always kind of existed, but it became more of a thing that spoilers would the forum. They actually made a forum for it, and I don't think I ever.
You're lagging. You're kind of lagging out for me.
Oh, okay.
Am I lagging out for you?
You're absolutely fine. I can still hear you. Okay.
Okay.
But they started to like
do
a spoiler forum. Basically, where people could post images and stuff of stuff. And I don't think I've ever, like, since then, it's more like, I guess, everybody knows what's coming, everybody knows what the event's going to be, and so forth. But then again, the thing is, Horse went to the point that they ruined events because it's like, as soon as one promo ends, and over and over and over, the same thing every time, you get bored.
Yeah.
Really spoilers anymore.
I think Star Stable should try.
Information.
I think Star Stable should try and like somehow manage to keep their updates offline, so that not in the files whatsoever, so that or in a completely different server thing, so that people can't dig into the files or exploit them or whatever to be able to get the info that they need, that they want.
Yeah.
Because spoiler accounts are so successful. Like, all of the Star Stable spoiler accounts are super popular.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it'll depend. If they decide that it's something that's, like, a really big issue, they'll probably do something like that. You know? I mean, like, some people are really annoyed about some spoilers, some people love spoilers, and then there's people who are kind of in between, and then there's me, who's just kind of like... There was a point where it annoyed me, and now I'm just kind of like... I will avoid certain spoilers, because there's certain things I genuinely don't want spoiled. But then
sometimes
with
it's really hard to avoid it.
it's nearly more hard to avoid, so it's like I just kind of give up at one point several months ago.
It's kind of hard though, because I got spoiled the end of Red Dead Redemption, the end of the game, before I had even like got to the end. Before I even had the game, I was gonna get the game. I was planning it, and I was looking up some stuff about it. I got spoiled the end before I'd even got it, which was kind of heartbreaking. And the ending didn't impact me as much at all. But I also feel like that's the whole problem. Do you remember, when Endgame came out, people full on deleted social media. We're going to the rabbit race now. People full on deleted their social media to keep away from the ending spoilers, because some people
get really wound up. Like, I will admit that I wanted to avoid any Game of Thrones spoilers. That was something I didn't.
Game of Thrones is not something I keep up with, really.
Right, okay. Are we doing both Marley races?
Yes. No, we're going to do one, and then we're going to carry on and leave the other one, for
just leave the other one here.
I love it. Have you seen the new Lion King?
No. Right. I know this is going to sound like... I haven't seen it. I hear that it's really, really good, and I will eventually see it.
It's amazing graphics.
I think the thing that... I know this is going to sound really silly, but I'm like, Disney seems to be on this, like, crusade of let's live action everything.
But I can tell you why, but carry on.
And I'm just kind of like... I've watched one or two of the live ones, and they just I haven't enjoyed them as much as the originals.
I can tell you why they're making them live action. Is because when Walt Disney died, in his will, he wrote that every 10 years or whatever.
10 years, yeah.
He wanted them to be recreated. And so that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're just recreating them because it's what he wanted. So.
Yeah. But I was just kind of like, I love the original. And then I watched the remake, and I was like, I don't really like this as much. And I was kind of a bit disappointed. But then again, some other people enjoyed it, so, like, it's probably...
I think Beauty and the Beast was a remake I really liked. I really liked Beauty and the Beast. I thought it was actually a really good remake. Because also Emma Watson.
Right, are we going to the bar now? Yeah.
Yeah. I completely forget. I'm supposed to be telling you when I'm meant to be going.
See, I have, like, because I have such a bad habit of doing the same race, people normally know where I go, but...
I just said for no apparent reason. Oopsie.
Where are you going after the Baroness?
To the Silverglade Manor races.
Silverglade Manor races, okay.
And then I go to the garden, and then I go to the riding hall, then I go to Golden Hills, then I go to Jorvik Stables, then I go to... You're not going to remember half of this.
Probably not. No, I'll probably ask you in 2 minutes again. Where are we going? Wait, are you going to the garden race first?
No, I'm just going across the bridge.
Okay.
Then New Hillcrest. No, Crescent Moon. Then New Hillcrest. Then South Hoof. Then Fort Pinter. Then Valedale Lake, Firgrove. I normally skip out Dino Valley because it's not really a race for a non-cold horse.
I decided to do it the other day, and I regretted it severely by the end.
You have to fail it like 3 times before you understand.
Yeah,
I just missed it completely. Why? Who's Julia Tulip Garden? We have followers.
Hello, people.
I think it's all because I think it's you actually, if I'm honest. I mean, occasionally,
I doubt it.
I most of the time I get recognized at the most weirdest points. Like I was trying to film a trailer, and I was full on standing with my face in a wall. I was trying to get an angle, so I was standing with my face in a wall, and someone came up to me and was like, "April!" And I was like, "What? My face is in a wall. Like, you want me to torture you?"
The weirdest experience I ever had was, right, I'm not joking when I say this, right? This has happened to me so many times now. I think it's like some kind of just weird, strange thing that happens.
Yeah.
So the first time this ever happened is I was in Golden Hills, and I've been training with a friend. And I said to her, look, I'm going to be, like, AFK for a couple of minutes. I was like, I'll go put myself in a bush in Golden Hills, and, I'll be fine, and I'll come back. Yeah. And I came back, and I walked into the bush, and there was 3 people there, and they were like, "Hi, Daisy," and they scared the living daylight out of me. And, like, this is such a long time ago as well, and I was just like, you scared me so much. And then, the other day, like, I was standing in a bush again because it got AFK, and the same thing happened, and I was like, this always happens when I'm standing in a bush.
Yeah, no, I was FK in game, and I was training. I was at Marley's. I was FK, and I came back, and someone was like, "Oh my god, April, I can't believe it's you. Oh my god, oh my god."
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt really bad because I always feel like really bad, like they think you're ignoring them, but when you're not, you're AFK.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, because like sometimes like you might just be AFK for a minute to get a drink or whatever, and like I like
they always come when you're AFK.
Yeah, like I don't want anybody to think I'm ignoring them because like I personally hate people who are ignorant like that. Like
you should be able to hide your name from everyone else rather than hide names of other people. Just hide your name.
I mean, like, I understand, like, for some people who, you know, maybe get talked to a lot, like, really, really big YouTubers, like, I understand if they can't, like, and it's not, you know, I get it, but it's, like, I think what I personally find ignorant is, like, because I remember being at school, and the way people bullied me was to ignore me, so I was just, like, that's why it sits wrong with me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get you.
It's not that like I would turn around to some other person and say you have to talk to everybody that says hi to you. It's just like for me personally, it doesn't sit right with me.
Me too. I feel like awful if I ignore someone. My conscience can't take it. So that's why I always reply to DMs on Instagram. Like even if it's the same question, I get asked the same question over and over again. Yeah. And even if it is the same question, I always answer it like as if they were the first person to have ever asked me it. And I always like to, I just don't know, I just want to make people feel like I'm not fed up, you know? I want them to feel like that they're like appreciated as much as anyone else is. And that's also a reason why, sorry.
No, continue what you're going to say and then I'll say what I was going to say.
It's also why I don't accept friend requests. It's like, it sounds like a horrible thing, like, oh, I don't want to be friends with you. But it's actually because I can't accept everyone, and it's not fair if only a few people get accepted, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, for a while, I only had, like, people added, and then it was just, like, people asked me, so I was like, if my friends list isn't full, I'm fine with somebody adding me. But I don't remove anybody, because then it just turns into a vicious cycle of, could you not just remove someone to add me? So I don't, that's one of the things I don't do that, for that reason. But, no, the thing I think I've forgotten. It'll come back to me.
I always forget
to me all the time.
Yeah, no, I always forget. By the way, are we planning to do the whole training course, like the whole training thing? Because that's going to take a couple of hours, probably.
We don't have to do that much.
Pardon?
We don't have to do that much. Like we can do a reasonable amount. Oh, no, we don't have to do.
Well,
everything.
It's up to you because, like, I know that the longer it is, the harder it is to edit it as well.
Yeah.
But it's up to you. I mean, you could just not edit it and edit the bits that we say edit, and otherwise,
yeah,
you know, it's up to you.
See Jasper's old writing track.
I remember I used to. Well, actually, to start with, I used to like when I first started getting recognized in game. I was like, hell yeah, you know, which is awesome. And then I got to the point where it annoyed me. Like I felt like I had no privacy. I couldn't get anything done. And now I'm at the point where I actually, like, I love my YouTube so much, and I love everyone, like, in that community, so I actually, honestly, like, don't mind people saying hi to me, because I like talking to them, you know. The one thing I don't like is repeating myself, like, 20 times. I always do that.
I remember the first time anybody recognized me, I was terrified. Like, it probably sounds really silly, but, like, I didn't expect anybody to be like, hi, so I was just like, I didn't know. I just had this really anti-social moment where I was like, oh my god, I didn't know what to do. And I was just petrified. Which might seem silly, but...
I got recognized the first time when I had like 400 subscribers. Someone was like, oh my goodness, you did that Stolen series, didn't you? And I was like, yeah. Anyway. I'm trying to do more, like, non-series videos, but the thing is, the series are the only things that, like, gets any, like, recognition from my channel. So, I don't know. I'm gonna sort of try and force my way into the more varietied area, but I think it's just because my normal editing, my general editing is not as good as my series editing, if that makes sense. Which is annoying. But then again, I do need to get better at it, and the only way you can do that is just make videos.
Is to do it, yeah. I mean, like, I don't think, like, I mean, if I would look at my edit and compare to somebody else's, I can see, you know, there's big differences, like, and then I'm sort of going, well, that was interesting the way they edited it, it's different how I would edit, and, you know.
It requires so much patience, which I don't have either, so.
Yeah, because, like, there's some videos I watch and I'm like, wow, I can actually see how long that took, and that's painful.
Yeah.
Because there was a commentary video that I did for Alicia, and it literally took me about a minute to do every second, which I know sounds ridiculous, but pretty much did.
Yeah.
And that video, I think I spent over 13 hours just on editing that video.
Do you know what? If I'm gonna be, it's like, I was thinking about something. I have a my problem is I'm a very random person, so I'll say something really random. But it's because my train of thought is linked, but I just forget you can't hear my thoughts. So I was just gonna say that I'm now jumping. So I was wanting to say one thing that I really like always admired about you is that fact that you're so open to everyone, no matter like if they're famous or not. Like you were so open to when I was really, really small. Like you gave me a chance for collaboration. And like, which really helped me grow as well. Actually, we're going this way now. Wait, we're going to Golden Leaf. They removed. No, we're not. We're going to the woods. Sorry.
Which they fixed. They fixed the fences in the woods.
Yeah, I know that's really good. But like, because if like you hadn't given me a chance, I wouldn't have had any like YouTuber friends like to support me. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But you're like.
I think it is tough. I think it is tough whenever you're
it's always
starting
tough to start out. Really tough.
And
that is why
scary.
That's why I'm starting this whole O collabs thing. Because I want basically it was basically you that inspired it, if I'm honest. Like I want to give other people their chance to start out and then let them their creativity do the rest. I just want to like help boost them. You know, that's why I think it would be good, you know. Community. Woohoo.
I think, like, I always feel like if somebody's really determined to create stuff and they stick at it, they can do it. Like, even when I think back, I still to this day remember having 3 subscribers. Like, when I started out.
No, I'm stuck in the rock. No. Wait, I can't. Okay, carry on. Sorry, carry on.
I went to try and use back camera because I forgot this wasn't AO, and I was like, I can't see you.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I still remember, like, that's something I really crucially remember is, like, having 3 subscribers. And whenever I first made my channel, it was just, like, I made it because I wanted to share knowledge that I had.
Yeah.
I never expected it to be what it became. Does that make sense? Like, I was thinking about this the other day, actually. It was, like, it's crazy.
Such a throwback.
Okay, I didn't ever think that, you know, this is where I was going to be, or this is what I was going to do, or anything like that.
I haven't watched this either, but I'm going to throw back, like, for all of us right now. I don't know if you watched it. But did you ever watch Horse Girl by Alice 12 Winterbell? I don't know if you ever watched that. But it was, like, the most crazed Star Stable series ever back in the day. Like, ever. And I watched that, and that was when I was like, I want to make a series. So I made the worst series of my entire life. I didn't even finish. I didn't even get to episode 4. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I watched Donna Goldnight's Beauty of Darkness. And I admired that how many sound effects she used to make it realistic.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a series that is overloaded with sound effects and like as realistic as possible. And everyone went crazy for it. Let's go this way. Everyone went crazy for it, and that was like my breakthrough. Like that was the discovery that I didn't know I needed, if that made sense. Like, yeah. Because not a lot of series put the sound effects in because the editors, of course, like young kids use like less advanced editors because it's simpler for them to use. Yeah. And also because it's expensive to come up with like money for advanced editors.
There's a lot of like starting out, I feel like
so hard.
That's the thing. I think a lot of people go, "Oh, I need to have this really good editor
you shouldn't,
to do this."
You shouldn't jump straight in and buy Golden Leaf Stable.
Yeah, no.
You shouldn't buy all the expensive equipment and then boom, expect to become famous. That's not how it works. Like, it's generally the originality of your content that makes you like grow, and consistency too. Like after that, I swore to myself that I would always finish a series. So every series I created would always have an ending. I'd never cancel them halfway through. Yeah. Even if it took me, like it did with Saw, 3 months to release an episode, I would never like not finish it. And
I mean, I will say that I am guilty of having started a game and then decided I'm not that keen on it and then not done any more of it.
Yeah. See,
but I feel like with you're doing a storyline. And you kind of have to have an ending, so there's a bit more pressure there. Like, if somebody turns around to me and says, I'd like more videos of this, I'll go, okay, I'll maybe come back to it. I remember there was one particular game I just couldn't get enough enjoyment. And I remember saying in the episode, I said, look guys, I'm not going to come back and play this because I'm not enjoying it.
I normally plan the ending before I plan the beginning, if that makes sense. Yeah. I normally get really excited about the ending. It sounds really cruel, but I love... The ending's always like the finales, and that's where like the most overload of emotion, like, of a particular emotion happens. Mostly. And I love to like make that over emotion. That's why in most of my endings I kill people, because, you know, it makes a good storyline, okay? Although I realized that it is quite... Some people found it, like, too much. But a lot of people said... You know what really, like, touched me is that a lot of people say that it affects their in real life outlook on things or relationships with people. Like, because when I finished Stray, of course, the little sister, spoiler, died. And because of that, people actually said to me that they treated their sisters so differently, and they realized how much they love their sisters because of that. And that's like
that's one of the reasons. You're really big, and good stuff. People really connect with it.
I know, and that's like that was one of those moments where you just sit back and you're like, God, I love being a YouTuber. I love like changing people's perspectives, inspiring them, you know. Yeah. Like, I love having that influence on people. That sounds really evil. I love having the influence to like change their perspectives on things, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, I really love when I get a comment that's like this. I was having a bad day,
I've already
but like
failed
this, but this like made me feel better or something like that. I feel like that's a comment that I really like to say, because it's like I know that somebody's maybe having a bad day and I made them feel a bit better.
I think I was in stream. I think I was streaming, and someone said, my brother has been ill all day and is having a terrible day, and it was like his birthday or something. Can you please say happy birthday to like just cheer him up? And I was like, I straight away was like, yeah, of course, happy birthday to this person. And it's just like, you know, to know that you can do that for someone, like just by saying a couple of words to change someone's day is just amazing. And that's just like one of the reasons I just love being a YouTuber. It's like I'm not in it for like money or anything like that. It's purely just because of the impact you have on people. That's why I love it.
I mean, like, I enjoy creating stuff, like, and I enjoy
actually, if you're motivated about it, it's really fun.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, for me, I just, and I suppose like as well because I get to go into different worlds and try different things and stuff, and I love that element of it.
That's why I want to branch out.
Yeah, because I've been doing that more recently, and I don't know at what point this is gonna, like, because obviously, well, actually we've already decided when we're doing this, but what I mean is, like, I don't know where this is my schedule compared to this, but I was recording something the other day, well, actually last night, and I'm not joking. The fights in it, I literally needed to put a bag of frozen peas on my hand afterwards because I had literally wrecked my wrist from fighting in one of the fights, and I was just like,
I thought you meant like in real life, and I was like, oh, TC, you know, bagging people up. Wow, okay.
No, like, I mean, like, because I was literally sitting there, and the controls, the only way to put it, I don't normally play, like, games that you have fights in on a keyboard. I normally play them on a controller, because I feel better with a controller, and it's much easier. I played something with a keyboard the other day, and I literally ended up, my wrist was just killing me because I had to like press about 20 different buttons all at once, and it was just like, this is too intense, this is too much pressure.
I've actually
so much pain afterwards.
I've actually got RSI on my wrist, which is from, I think from, actually it was genuinely from, I've got a stable invite from Frida. Okay.
Where are we going to next?
Now we're going to, you're Vic Stables, so we're going to get the ferry. Come with me.
Right, okay.
I've got RSI on my wrist. I really want to do this video. Like, I don't know. Okay, I've been deciding, basically, ever since I was small, really. I've been, this is just about, like, personal injuries and stuff. I've been struggling with, like, weight ever since, and I wanted to, like, create a video to let people know that, like, not everyone in the public eye is perfect.
Yeah.
And that
nobody is. today.
Yeah,
No
because
video.
everyone thinks, oh my gosh, this person is perfect, like they're amazing so much. And I want to make a video saying like, no, that's not how it goes.
Yeah.
But I also want to do I might do like a post or something on Instagram, just talking about repetitive strain disorder and telling repetitive strain injury and telling people to actually take a break, because sometimes you overdo it, and now I have RSI on my wrist.
Yeah.
It's like it's not hugely, like, it gets really painful if I play too much, but it's just basically a red flat mark on my wrist. Oh no, the buzz fairy's here! Come on, quickly! No, get the
right
fairy!
one. Oh, that's
No,
a
stop it! Ah!
Stop! So fairy.
Okay, you know, I'm gonna let myself get chopped in half by this gate. This is always fun.
I'm
gonna get
I'm
pinged.
gonna wait to see where this goes. See, what is the current locations? I haven't used the ferry in forever. Docked at Yardham, docked for Penton.
Yeah, because they've now made a trailer that goes everywhere. Like, what's the point in doing
they
that?
have.
What's the point in
They
doing
have.
that? Oh!
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh. You slightly went sideways for me for a moment there.
I did go sideways. Hello. Wee. I'm gonna jump in the water.
But no, I think, like, because I hurt my actual wrist, like, a little, like, 2.5 weeks or maybe 3 weeks ago, right? And it's been sore, but, like, just a little bit sore. And then it started to get better, and then I played that game last night, and now it's just like somebody's bashed my wrist with a hammer. That's how I feel.
Oh no, I think maybe you should change to console or something.
Probably, yes. I think I literally was sitting going, I really just need to get like a wrist thing for it and just rest it.
Okay,
or whatever.
you know what? I said I would accept Julia's friend request, and she now messaged me saying, OMG, I'm literally gonna fangirl. Okay, so much for that whole not accepting of them if they're a fan. It's because she didn't say anything. I'm not gonna remove her now because it's just rude. But you know.
What's it? Oh, I just realized. Can you say it to her? Right, okay, because she said I finished my races, so I'm gonna roll. Then she said bye. Just tell her I said bye as well, because she's out of the group, so I can't say bye now. Unless she's logged off.
No, she's online.
Okay. But, I'm really curious to see what the update's gonna be in here.
Yeah, me too. Everyone's like, we're gonna be redoing the textures of everything, and I'm like, no. That's like, there's no way, no chance that's gonna happen, because like, where's the hype? They would normally hype us up. They'd be like, we're doing this, guys. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I'd be like, the thing is probably gonna be like a race or something, if I'm honest. Or like a revamp of something, like small, maybe like Pi.
Yeah.
Or like unlocking Kingswood or whatever that is.
Oh, I'd love it. They unlocked the King's Road. I really want to go up there.
With like the massive bridge across the whole of it. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool if they released that, the Kingswood Trail.
Yeah.
They might do, you know, because that doesn't really need hype to be able to be a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It'd be nice to...
You're supposed to like know this stuff too. I'm kidding. Let's go.
But yeah, I'm curious, and I'm wondering what it's going to be like, because I kind of agree with you. I don't think it's going to be like the area updated. Are we doing the harbor first?
Yeah, we're doing this one.
Okay. Because I think they would. I agree with you. I think they would have hyped.
Actually, unless you want to go the other way. I mean, because now we're gonna.
Well, I suppose we're here.
Well, yeah. As well. It's not long.
I just realized this. By the time this comes out, that'll have happened already, so we'll know.
Oh, that's so true. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
People will be like in the comments, we know what happened.
Yeah, like, you guys are so slow. You like in a different time zone or something?
I mean,
Oh,
this
that
is
poor
another
person
area
just
that
missed the
kinda needs
ferry. I see that poor person
Oh.
missing the ferry. Makes me sad.
Wow. But yeah, I feel like this area as well sort of could do with an update too.
Oh, I remember. Okay, so something I'm sincerely regretting now is I remember when I made a horror movie for Elite. Do you know Lena Stefan? Yeah, I created a horror movie for her competition, which I eventually ended up winning, which made it like 10 times more publicity, which I now am regretting because I made it so gory, and I feel really bad because I'm supposed to be a kids channel and I made it gory. And so like I did put I don't know. I guess it's people, if it's a horror story, people watch it at their own risk. I mean, it is a game, so There's only so much you can do, but like, I still feel really bad because I don't want to be that person who's like, oh my gosh, they're not a kids YouTuber, are they? No, I don't want to be that person.
I remember watching that horror thing. I thought it was very good, actually.
Oh, you did watch it? Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
thanks.
a really long time ago, but I remember thinking it was really good. Yeah.
Thank you. There's a lot of compliments coming from you.
I liked the way that you sort of did the thing. You know, the way you weren't, whatever it was. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but the way that whatever was watching you was watching you.
Oh, like it was through their eyes.
Mm-hmm. I really liked that. I was like, that's a nice touch.
It was really hard to do. I definitely didn't glitch in Saucy. Actually, I can't remember how I did it. I think I actually might have done it by accident, and then I was like, I can use this.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I'm hoping at some point we get like a first-person camera or something like that. Just because for stuff like that, it would be so much easier.
I'd either first-person mode or just hide my character mode. Like, you don't have a character, and you can see everyone else doing it, all their things. But like, where am I going?
I assumed you were going to here.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah. You assumed right. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Queen. Yes.
To Barbara.
Woohoo! Anyway.
I started this race yesterday and went the wrong direction immediately.
That's such a mood, because they both go 2 different directions. Like, which one did you click on? Normally, if I click on
this one and immediately went right. Immediately went right. And it was just like, oh, wrong way. I realized too late as well. Because that's sometimes, I feel like sometimes whenever you're so used to a training route, like, I just mean like my own, like, whenever I used to have a set training route that I always did and I never went off it. And then when I started doing, I think it was after I did that video, which was like training for lazy players. After that, it ruined me because it was like, I'm only going to do the 250. And then whenever I go to do regular races now, I'm like, where are the checkpoints for this race? You know?
Yeah.
Because I went from doing everything all the time to not doing them at all, so.
Yeah, I get you. I tell you, the one race I do hate is the New Hillcrest race so badly. I always cannot do it in the first try. Always, never, ever.
Yeah.
Hate it.
It's a bit of a nightmare in that one.
So dark now. What do you think of the new, like, do you like the new, well, as long with it becoming darker earlier, do you like the sky? Like, the way it shifts along with that?
I like that the sky got an update, but I don't like the fact that it gets dark now at like 5 o'clock.
Makes it pretty difficult for filming as well. Because I'm a late filmer.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've heard that from a lot of like YouTubers, especially the ones that like work. It's like you come home in the evening and it's like it's dark. Like, what are you supposed to do? You know, how are you supposed to record?
It does make it useful for night scenes, though. It doesn't mean it means I don't have to stay up till like midnight for like my series when there's night scenes. I genuinely have to film at midnight with my friends who like we're about.
Yeah,
which is like
so. I would just love if we could have like the ability to switch the daytime on or off, or put it to nighttime. Kind of like the way we can with photo mode. It's just change the daytime. Because
what do you think of like? Do you think they're gonna what do you call it? Add like back the snow?
I don't know, right? Because I really loved the Winter Village, so I didn't really mind not having the snow for me personally, as far as I remember. But like, I feel like if the snow came back the way it was, I wouldn't like it. Does that make sense? Because everything's
updated. Everything's been updated. That's the thing. I think they said they removed it, not because I think it's because it didn't work for some people because the game was becoming newer and all the textures for the snow was old. Like everything was old, so it didn't what's it called? Wasn't compatible. Is that the right word? Mm-hmm. It wasn't compatible.
Well, I suppose like all of like most of the main areas now have changed, so if you were to put the old snow on, it would look like an absolute mess.
So that's why I feel like they are going to add it back one day, just updated as well. Yeah. But I feel like the only problem I have with there not being snow is that it doesn't feel like Christmas the way it used to when they did have snow. Like, everyone would get into the whole roleplay, like, during Christmas time when there was snow in-game, everyone would dress up, like, their character would dress up warmer, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, they'd actually fully go for it, which I love, too. I love to wear, like, I've actually got one on me, like, this jacket here, you know, this, like, it's like a fluffy jacket. Like, I would love to wear that, but it just looks weird if you're in sunny daylight. You're like, no, it doesn't work. We're gonna go to... what should we call it? Paddock Island.
Okay.
I remember you. Okay, do you know this whole thing about James Charles?
Which one? Right, because this is gonna sound so bad, but like
it's the one where he was like he and Livy Westbrook or something like. Well, I don't know what her name was. He was like Tory Westbrook.
Tati West. No,
Yeah, it was Tati Westbrook. I think it was.
Yeah.
It was that one. Yeah, and he posted like an apology video of him like in no makeup and glasses.
Yeah.
And someone made like a whole video of him just breathing for 2 minutes, like taking all the gaps of his breath and just putting that into like a 2-minute montage so he didn't say anything. And it was just the funniest thing ever. Made me laugh.
That would make you so self-conscious. You'd be thinking, I have to take out every breath that I take in a video from now on.
No, it's because he breathed super long and lengthy to like sound like he was trying to calm himself, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't really.
I don't actually watch the beauty community, but I do.
I don't either. But I just watched that video because I thought it was hilarious. I don't know. It just came up. Like the other day, I watched a Bongo Cat version of Bad Guy. It was interesting. Definitely didn't regret that 5 minutes.
Stories, actually, I think.
Yeah, it's what my life had come to. My life comes to the weirdest things. Like the other day, it was 3 a.m. and I was watching PewDiePie play Minecraft. Like what? You always find the weirdest things happen to you when you're like in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I always find that is the time that's like I should be asleep, but
your inner
self. Weird.
Your real inner self comes out.
Yeah.
The person who you truly are. These squirrels are so. Can I just say, squirrels? Starseeable squirrels aren't like. What are they? They're not squirrels. Like, I don't think squirrels
look
like
look
that.
Very squirrel-like. Although I have to say that, like, I love the squirrel that I have, but it's so out of date now.
They can make the cutest squirrels ever, like, and then they make a weird. Dull. Because I'm done. This is dull. I'm kidding. I'm so hot. This is over. Cut.
I couldn't actually get over it yesterday. Like, it was so hot last night, and then I woke up at 5 a.m. and it was
6 a.m. because I had to get up at 6 a.m. for work.
I'll be honest. I woke up at 5, but I did not get up at I got up to to explain this story really quickly. I woke up at 5 a.m. to magpies screeching and screaming outside my window.
For some reason, I really love the sound of like magpies in like an ambience.
Well, they weren't singing or anything like that. They were fighting over food.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
And there was about 6 of them.
Scratch that. Forget that. Pun intended. Scratch that.
So I was like, "Please stop." So I shoot them.
You shot them.
You shoot them.
Like, it sounded like you said you shot them. I shoot them.
No, I opened the window and I was like,
"Get the gun out! Get the gun!"
I was like, "Go away." And they went away for all about 30 seconds, and then they came straight back. And I was like, right. So I went outside and I lifted what they were fighting over, and I just put it in the house. Because I was like, that's the end of that.
What were they fighting over?
Dog food.
Why'd you put that in? That was kind of gross. Jeez.
No, you know, dried dog food.
Oh, right, yeah.
My sister had left a bowl outside. So.
Right.
And the dog had decided not to eat it. So.
Oh, we're kind of crashing these people's roleplay. They look like they're having a roleplay over here.
Wait a minute, why did I run?
I know how. Oh my god, bye! I know how frustrating it is to have people crash you, like when you're in the middle of doing a roleplay or something, because like that happens to me when I'm filming. I'm
honestly, like, ever since the RRP community became a thing, I literally am so self-conscious now that I'm like, oh my gosh, could I be ruining somebody's RP? And then I'm just sitting going, but I don't know if they're RPing, so it's like,
when I'm like,
I'm just gonna go ahead.
Oh, when I'm filming, if someone slows down, like even to like a canter near me, I'm like, oh no, are they gonna talk to me when I'm like in the middle of filming a scene? I'm like, oh my gosh, are they gonna talk to me? Am I gonna have to film this whole scene again? I always freak out. And normally, actually, most of the time they do actually stop and they're like, oh my god, hi. And of course, I have to stop and I'm like, hello.
Yeah, no, I can imagine for that kind of film, and you know, it's not easy. I think like for anybody that does RRP or like you do storyline stuff, I don't know how you have the patience. I really don't.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I would just
role playing. Okay, here's the thing: role playing has never been my thing, but yet I create series, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, I love your role play movies." Like,
Yeah.
it's not. It's I guess it is role playing. I guess because it's serious. But the thing is, I've never actually done in-game role playing, and everyone finds that so weird.
Yeah.
They're like, "What? You create role playing videos, but you never do it in game?" I just, to be honest, I don't really play Star Stable for the fun of playing Star Stable. Like, if I'm being honest, yeah. I play Star Stable like to create content for you guys, and check out updates and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like, I have never done a role play in game.
Yeah, no, neither. I've never done them either.
The only
no! Oh! I fell through the ground! I'm in the ground!
I told you this place is cursed.
I'm in the ground. There's a jump down here. Oh, it's a tunnel. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart this race. That was so trippy. Oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure you're in front of me anyway because I followed you up the hill forgetting what we were doing and then ran off the edge. So,
you're gonna fail. Just keep the restart button at the top. Which is, I find they've added that in and I find it so useful. Rather than having to wait to fail.
Yeah.
Now restart, which is nice.
I actually forgot about the fact that, remember you used to, whenever you would, like, your horse would stop, your horse would do this big, massive animation of, like, stopping, and it was extremely overdramatic. Like, I almost keep forgetting that that's on now. Yeah. Because I'm so used to the new way.
I think it's still on the old horses, isn't it?
I don't know, actually. Because I remember the day that they released that update, I literally took my horse and ran it into a wall to demonstrate.
Oh my gosh. Do you really think... Oh, also, do you think they're ever going to release this other part of Mistfall? Because there's that bramble bit blocked off. And they also have that bit by the bus stop. Do you reckon they're ever going to release?
I would imagine so.
Because they always said that it was going to be released in 2 parts, but then they started focusing on Silverglade. And now, if I have any knowledge whatsoever, I feel like this year's big update is going to be the rest of the world, the rest of the island updated. I feel like they're going to update Harvest counties. Huh?
Yes, because I suppose we're halfway through the year. So, like...
Well, they always do the big update at the end of the year. Like, I remember 2 years ago it was, like, My Stable. And then it was... No, wait. 2 years ago it was Mistfall. 3 years ago it was My Stable. 2 years ago it was Mistfall. Last year was Silverglade. This year it's gonna probably be Harvest Counties. Because otherwise it looks so out of sync. It doesn't really look like a whole game. It's the obvious choice, obviously. Like, obvious. Yeah,
I'm curious to see what they'll do.
Yeah.
Like, whether... Because Dino's another place I'd love to see get an update. I know Dino was probably... I think Dino was released around this time that I originally started playing, I believe.
Dino Valley would be an amazing update. The only thing that saddens me is the fog. I wish they just didn't have the fog. I know it adds like a whole mystical thing.
They haven't removed it, but they've reduced it. Because I went in there not long ago and was like, wow, I can actually see.
Haven't been there for ages, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, if you go in, I think you'll notice the difference. Like, there's a... Because I went in one day and I was like, why? I can actually see.
I have no idea how many races we have left, if I'm honest, as well.
I'll probably have to have a look in
we have we have Idris. We forgot Idris. Oh no.
Yes.
Do you want to do Idris's? Idris?
Well, probably just because they have decent XP. Actually, they have like 150.
Yeah.
I hate doing anything that's like 100 or 125 because I'm like, really?
125 is like the most races. 125 is like the most races. It's the lower boundary of the races. You always feel like I always feel like 150 is less than the 1251, but it's not.
Yeah. Let's see what have we got. Oh, actually, we've done loads. I didn't realize we'd done this many.
Whoa!
Yeah, Mario and Nilmers and Dino, but I know you don't want to do Dino. And I don't really want to do Dino. So. Me, Mario.
That's gonna be my intro. 100%. I'm just gonna have because I don't know if you've watched PewDiePie's Minecraft series, which is really funny, by the way. Totally recommend it.
Yeah.
Play through Minecraft because he doesn't swear anymore now, which is so amazing. Like he had to stop it for monetization reasons. But every time at the end of each of his videos, he always advertises his app by saying, "What? You've never played this game?" Yeah. And so every time when he's really surprised in time, every time he goes, "What?" in game, he always does in the background, "You've never played this game?" Like, it's like fades in the background.
Yeah.
It's just like, hilarious.
Yeah, because I've seen that advert at the end of every one of his.
Yeah, I love the fact that honestly I love his Minecraft playthrough. I love when he's actually just gaming. You don't have a name tag. I think I've got a glitch because no one has name tags for me.
Yeah. Nilmers then?
Okay, it came back. I can see it now.
Okay, I'm gonna run then down to Dundalk and get in the trailer.
Gonna come with you. Wait for me. Wait for me.
Hold on.
You know what?
Oh,
You
yeah,
should
I keep forgetting.
in my series, because of your epic look, you should have an incognito character. Done.
I was gonna say, am I gonna be the evil mastermind or something? I could pull that off.
With the face makeup and everything. No, but please, honestly, you should just like be there in the back of the thing, or like. I won't give you a line or anything because then it comes up in the screen. Yeah. Total Cretin says this. Like, no, I would just like you just do something in the background, or we'll refer to you or something. Like, you can go help Susie over here, and you can just pan to you waving.
Mysterious stranger.
No, it'll just be like you waving in the background, like hello, and that's your incognito bit done. Please, can you do that? That'd be so funny. See if anyone notices. I remember.
I'd be curious to see if anyone notices.
Yeah, no, please, can we do that? That'd be so funny. I remember my most hilarious like series moment was when, in one of the episodes, the main girl had found like a massive horse herd that she like wanted to protect, and she found they were all safe. And so she said to the person, "Oh my goodness, they're here, they're safe." And in the background, one of the extras fell off the cliff. At the exact point that she said they're safe, and everyone pointed it out, like saying, "Oh my gosh, they said she's safe," and then this horse just goes plop. And honestly, it's lived down as one of my most iconic moments in history.
That's brilliant.
Why am I gold? Oh my goodness, I'm a gold horse. Huh. I'm gonna beat you, Idris, even though you're devilishly good looking. Getting it.
I really wish that they would put these wild colour on of their Statano.
What, the golden colour?
No. You know the Days color, the bull horse.
Wait, I don't get.
The horse that you race against is the Gold Lusitano.
No, I'm not racing against the Golden Lusitano. I am the Golden Lusitano.
No. The horse that you race against, when you're the Golden Lusitano, the purple horse that's there.
Yeah.
See, I'd love if they take that code color and they put it on a Lusitano because I'd buy it. I mean.
It's so Pandorian. Like, dang.
Yeah. So I super want that.
Love it.
I have a list of weird horses I want.
You should do that. Make that a video. You should make that a video. Make
that
a video and edit it, like as if it's in game.
Yeah.
I love how this horse is like full on E3PO. Is that the one? No, it's like the Star Wars gold guy.
Yeah, C3PO. He does.
C3PO. That's one. I don't watch Star Wars. No offense, so it's a Star Wars fan. It just looks like a golden merge. It's so shiny. It's shinier than the Aquatex. Just.
It is actually. I wonder if that's partially how they. Well, I suppose toning down slightly. Obviously, she couldn't have made a horse this shiny. A real one, anyway.
Yeah.
Except like when a horse is a wet coat, because when a horse is
imagine...
you just washed it, some of them do shine like this.
Imagine the animation that must have taken like to get that shine.
Yeah.
So that must be so hard. Star Stable seems to be adding good-looking characters. What is with this? Like, this new James is going to be, like, competitive for Idris right now. I still think Idris is, like, my fave. I mean, look at his face. He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful.
I remember when he was released, I was like, I was not expecting this. This, like, Star Stable, you've taken me by surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, no way, in any, like, other dimension would we expect a good-looking character in Star Stable. Do you remember the Freak? Everyone freaked out. Everyone was like, oh my god, Idris low-key handsome though. And then everyone was like, no, Idris high-key handsome though. It was amazing. I'm about to fail the race.
I just remember that day and everybody freaking out.
The fan art, the amount of fan art that just came out was just, amazing. Frida's still in the group. I love this. The dedication.
For me, she's not. I'm so sad.
She's not. I must be having some really weird glitch stuff then. I think I'm having really weird glitches because like...
Yeah.
I'm failing the race 3 times!
We've done pretty good. We've done everything but Mario's and Dino.
I basically failed this race twice already. Just saying. It's really confusing. Is it different each time? Oh my goodness. No, it's not. Okay. I was about to say if it's different each time. That's so confusing.
That race messes with me so much just because of the lighting in the tent, actually.
Yeah. You know when they updated the tent, part of me hoped they updated the inside somehow, but that just,
Yeah. It would have been nice. Because I just imagine, like, they could actually make it a lot bigger inside as well.
Yeah, it's huge on the outside.
Yeah.
And you could do cool things in there, like, you know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I still haven't bought the Zony pony. Is it over here?
I'm sad that they fixed the thing that made it glow at night. I know it wasn't supposed to, but it was
What do you
kind of
mean?
like... It used to glow in the dark. But they
I can afford it.
undid it. So... because
Didn't it
apparently
used to have a
wasn't
glowing
supposed to.
forehead? Oh, it does. Oh my gosh.
Oh, the glowing forehead's still there, but the rest of it used to glow, apparently.
Yeah.
I never owned it, so I've never actually seen it
Yeah, no,
myself.
I've never owned it either.
So I haven't.
This is an... Sorry. I find so much comedy in the listless things. What do you want to do now?
We'll see. Well, we've only got Mario's left, and we've only got Dino.
I don't really want to do Dino, and I mean Mario.
Yeah.
I am so close to level 8 though. Oh, the pain.
Trying to think, there's not really... Oh wait, you could do the beach race if you did the thingies quickly. I've already done the beach race.
I'm not
but...
gonna. I'll leave that for another time. I'm kind of tired.
Yeah,
It's been a
that's
long
fine.
day of work.
Right,
Tomorrow
should we
I'm
do-
gonna edit videos, so
Yeah.
all day
Shall
editing
we-
videos.
shall we- Anyway, Scrubs, thank you guys so much for joining me in April, and we shall hopefully see you again at some point soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll not leave it for as long as we did as the last time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Anyway, Scrubs, I hope you... oh my god, I forgot my own intro. My own outro.
You wanna go look it up real quick?
Oh my god, my brain just blanked.
I'll
I
do it now.
forgot
I'll
my-
take over now. We hope you guys have a lovely day and hang in there. It will be okay. I don't know if you ever knew. That's just terrible, you know. Have a great day. Smile.
Right.
Make someone laugh.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah.
I've actually now remembered.
You want
Anyways,
to
Scrubs, I'm going to leave it there. Leave it. Bye-bye!
Bye!